Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Aikal bin Halim. Saya merupakan ketua kumpulan untuk kumpulan 1. Okey, hari ini saya dan ahli kumpulan 1 akan membincangkan dan membentangkan tajuk presentation projek kami. Okey, tajuk yang telah diberikan ialah Design and Build Micro Hydro System of Grid. Okay, terlebih dahulu saya akan memperkenalkan setiap ahli kumpulan saya. First, saya Muhammad Aikal bin Halim merupakan ketua kumpulan 1. Yang kedua, kita ada Asya Waria Rajendran, Muhammad Izwan bin Osman, Ahmad Amirul Afiq bin Muhammad Fauzi, Yang Seng Ziang, Lionel Abu Melaing dan last sekali ialah Tang Lok Yuan. Okay, setiap ahli kumpulan akan membentangkan bahagian yang telah mereka buat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izwan. My matric number CN190089. Next, I will explain about the list of components that used in micro hydro system. The first one is intake. Intake structure is a structure which collect the water from forebed and direct it into the penstock. For intake, there are different type of intake structure are available and selection of type of intake structure depend on the various local condition. The second component is channel. The channel into which the turbine discharge in case of impulse with an draft tube. In case of reaction turbine is called a tailgate. The suction pipe of draft tube is nothing but an type tube fit to all reaction turbine on the outlet side. The third one is forebay. A forebay is a basin area of hydropower plant where water is temporarily stored before going into intake chamber. The store of water is forebay is decide based on the required water demand in the area. This is also used when the load required in intake is less. Third is penstock. Penstock are like large pipe laid with some slope which carry water from intake, structure or survivor to the turbine. They run with some pressure. Sudden closing or opening of penstock gate can cause water harms effect to the penstock. Lastly is powerhouse. Powerhouse is a building provided to protect the hydraulic and electrical equipment. Generally, the whole equipment is supported by the foundation of all structure laid for the powerhouse. Okay, next is the advantage of the component. From the 5 components that used for this micro hydro system, it has their advantages and disadvantage. The first one is intake. The advantage is it is renewable energy which use power as source to generate electricity, and then the second one is water is naturally and doesn't finish use up. The advantage is the intake usually use high cost to construct. Second one is need a large space to build the water plant. Next, channel. It is good because the cover large of irrigation, but the disadvantage it goes of mosquito and insect. Third is forebay. It is used in flood control, and the disadvantage because the pollution to the environment. Number 4 is penstock. It carry water from them to turbine, but it required a high pressure of water, and then is high cost of pipe due to the withstand the water pressure. So if the pressure are low, it cannot be uh, operate to get the energy. Lastly is powerhouse, provide an alternative power as backup the system, uh, and it is suitable fuel source. But the disadvantage of this powerhouse is it will cause the environment pollution, and then can damage the wildlife habitat and the water quality. So uh, you can see the effect if the habitat in the water, such as the fish can slowly dead due to the water pollution. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aishwarya Rajendran. My metric number is CN190226. So now I'll be explaining on study and explain the importance of protection device that will be used in a hydropower system. So the protection devices that we have chosen to use is one line diagram for the power plant, emergency aid diagram, first aid kit, fire extinguisher, proper personal protective equipment PPE. So uh, to explain those protection devices, various devices such as automatic butterfly valve, air valve, and surge tank are provided for the protection of penstocks. Automatic butterfly valve shuts off the water flow through the penstock promptly if it is ruptures. Air valve maintains the air pressure inside the penstock equal to outside the atmosphere pressure. So it actually helps to protect the penstock actually. The automatic butterfly valve. A holistic fire protection system actually has been needed to attain to the full range of passive measures, example fire-rated construction materials and methods. Active measures, example sprinkles, venting, fire fighting equipment and operational measures, example plants, systems and training of fire prevention and response. This is a really important point of holistic fire protection system where we really need it, because if there's any fire breakage happens, so there should be a system to be controlled and to prevent from it also, prevent it from any accidents to happen. So yeah, followed by temperature detectors are also being provided to detect excessive bearing temperature of indication, monitoring alarm and trip the turbine and generator bearing shells and bearing oil reservoir to prevent the higher temperature. So actually basically temperature detectors are for to detect the temperature level. So in future or in a specific time there could be a rise of temperature or a declining of temperature reading, so we can easily monitor it so that we could take steps to maintain it. So because there will be a difference in reading when the temperature goes up or down. So yeah, other than this, we are also will be having our first aid kit. So if there's any accidents happen, so we will be using first aid kit. Definitely, first aid kit, it's a must to have. And also we will be using PPE also, it is a must. So it's actually to prevent from happening of any of accidents actually. So yeah, that's for uh, important protection devices. So that's what we have explained. And okay, then define hydro turbine based on the load given. The load were given actually to us was this LED light, table fan, LED floor light, and 13A socket outlet. So this will be the hydro turbine based on the load given. So as we can see, this is the net height. So this is the flow actually. This is the flow. So this is the area of the uh, hydro turbine this power hydro turbine system, and this is the area of the banking. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
So I'm going to present the total load demand of each house. Basically, how we calculate the total power, we just multiply the quantity of each item with its output, and we can get the total power of this item. So basically, we just add up all the total power of each item, and we can get the total power that for the each house. So how we calculate how many houses that we can supply by our hydropower design. So basically, this is the total power of each house, and this is the power that we can generate from the hydro system. We just divided the power generated by hydro system with the total load demand, and we can get to 27.31, and thus the total number that we can supply is 20.
Hello, I'm Lionel Avun. Matric number AN190019. For the question 3.1, three reasons this renewable energy design is the best design. First, our design can help to save financial of the client due to it can reduce the cost of electricity, and also the power system had high efficiency to produce maximum electricity. Second, the power plant can be used as a backup system when electrical breakout happen. Third, it is environmentally friendly and harmless to our planet. For the question 3.2, three suggestions in order to upgrade this renewable energy system design. First, improve the capacity of the energy storage so that it can store more electricity as a backup. Second, build in a more secure location, such as far away from the village so that does not make any inconvenience to the villagers. Third, develop the power system for IR 4.0, which can add PLC, SCADA, and IoT to control the power system and also collecting the data. For 3.3, can this hydro design project be hybrid? Hybrid hydro system generate power in the same way as a common grid-tied solar system. Use special hybrid inverter and batteries to store energy for later use. This ability to store energy enables most hybrid systems to also operate as a backup power supply during a blackout. Thank you.
Okey, saya akan membentangkan tentang schematic diagram of hydro system untuk micro hydro system. Okey, ini ialah gambar rajah yang telah kumpulan kami buat untuk micro hydro system. First, kita ada water supply yang berfungsi untuk membantu generator untuk penghasilan tenaga elektrik. Okey, ini ialah penstock pipe yang berfungsi untuk menyalurkan air daripada water supply kepada kita punya powerhouse untuk generator menjana tenaga elektrik. Sebelum sambungan kepada powerhouse, kita ada inlet valve yang berfungsi untuk mengawal kita punya flow rate ataupun speed of water kita untuk generator kita menghasilkan tenaga yang efisiensi dan mampu menghasilkan tenaga elektrik yang maksimum. Okey, dalam powerhouse kita ada generator. Generator berfungsi untuk menjana tenaga elektrik yang dihasilkan daripada air arus sungai, dan ianya ada sambungan kepada electronic controller yang berfungsi untuk mengawal kita punya flow rate, kita punya water speed. Lepas tu dia juga akan menunjukkan bacaan untuk output voltage, output current dan power generator yang dihasilkan. Dekat electronic controller juga kita ada specialist inverter yang berfungsi untuk menukarkan kepada tenaga DC kepada tenaga AC yang akan disambungkan kepada transmission line untuk kegunaan residential use. Okey. Penghasilan daripada powerhouse ini ialah tenaga elektrik yang mempunyai nilai 240 volt AC dan mempunyai frekuensi 60 Hz. Okey. Transmission line ni akan disambungkan kepada kawasan-kawasan yang memerlukan tenaga elektrik yang dihasilkan oleh hydro generator, dan dia juga membantu untuk kegunaan harian untuk penduduk-penduduk kampung yang memerlukan tenaga elektrik. Okey, ini adalah single line diagram of micro hydro system yang telah kami buat. Okey, dalam ni kita akan menunjukkan daripada generator yang telah menjana tenaga elektrik daripada sungai dan akan disambungkan kepada load. Okey, first kita ada 3-phase synchronized generator turbine yang akan disambungkan dengan circuit breaker. Circuit breaker berfungsi untuk mengawal ataupun protect kita punya equipment daripada overcharging ataupun overload. Okey, daripada circuit breaker kita ada sambungan kepada kilowatt meter yang akan berfungsi untuk menunjukkan bacaan penggunaan tenaga elektrik kepada kawasan-kawasan perumahan, dan kita akan dapat data ataupun rekod penggunaan harian daripada penggunaan penjana tenaga elektrik yang dihasilkan oleh turbine generator. Okey, lepas tu kita ada sambungan circuit breaker untuk protection kepada penggunaan load di rumah kita. Okey, RCCB yang digunakan ialah 40 ampere per 30 miliampere. Okey, yang di bahagian kanan ni ialah untuk kita punya sambungan kepada load. Okey, circuit breaker 6A ialah merupakan untuk load untuk lighting dan table fan. Kat sini kita ada 3 sambungan untuk output, 4 LED light, 3 table fan, 5 LED light, 2 table fan, dan last sekali ialah untuk spare untuk kita punya load. Sekiranya ada penambahan, kita boleh tambah kepada tempat spare. Dan yang last kali ni kita ada untuk power socket outlet. Okey, pada sambungan pertama kita ada 13 ampere switch socket outlet. Yang kedua kita ada 13 ampere switch socket outlet. Dan yang last sekali untuk spare power socket outlet, sekiranya ada penambahan untuk kita punya kegunaan untuk socket outlet, kita boleh tambah pada circuit breaker yang telah disediakan. Okay, kabel yang digunakan untuk kita punya load ialah 1.5 mm. Okay, settle untuk single line diagram of micro hydro system untuk bahagian saya. Seterusnya ahli kumpulan saya akan terangkan dia punya advantage and type of protection.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Amirul Afiq bin Muhammad Fauzi. So, I will continue the presentation with the advantages of micro hydro system. The first advantage of micro hydro system is it only takes a small amount of flow. Second, produce a continuous supply of electrical energy in comparison to other small-scale renewable technologies. Third advantage, can manufacture and implement the technology to help supply much needed electricity to small communities and villages. Fourth, the water passing through the generator is directed back into the stream with relatively little impact on the surrounding ecology. The last advantage of micro hydro system is electricity can be delivered as far as a mile away to the location where it is being used. And now I will explain the disadvantages micro hydro system. The first one is the size and flow of small streams may restrict future site expansion as the power demand increases. Second, technology advances ensure that these systems are often more reliable in remote areas. Third, proper caution must be exercised to ensure there will be no damaging impact on the local ecology. Fourth, stream water will be delivered away from a portion of the stream. And last, energy output is depend on two major factors: the stream flow and drop, which is the vertical distance the water will fall through the water turbine. And now we move to the next slide, which is types of protection. The first one is circuit breaker. The thermal operation area is used for overcurrent protection, and the time to operate is inversely proportional to the current. Second is earthing rod. Act as a grounding to form electrical path to dissipate static discharge voltage that came from the lightning to the earth. Lastly, AC surge protective device, a device that is designed to protect against transient surge conditions such as lightning by limiting transient voltages and diverting surge current. Okay, next I will pass to my friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Tang Ho Yuan. For today, I will present the discussion and conclusion. The purpose of micro hydro system is for providing electricity to an isolated home or small community. The advantage of micro hydro system is immediate power generation for the grid, as in backup power during major power outage or disruption, and provide flow control irrigation support. And one of most essential aspects is to provide clean drinking water in addition to electricity generation. The disadvantage of micro hydro system is not a continuous source of energy due to output fluctuate with change in flow rate of water, which depending on the season. And however, the installation of this system is quite expensive and has impact to the environment, such as habitat of flora and fauna could be destroyed. The conclusion of this project is be able to learn the protect device that can be used to protect the system from damage. However, before design any power plant, the demand load, the size of cable used, and others should be consideration so that it will not get extra cost or not suitable for the design. Lastly, the project success due to design and build based on the customer requirements and needs. That's all from us. Thank you.